Hello and welcome to Thought for July the 8th. Our readings are 1 Samuel chapter 20, Isaiah chapter 64 and Matthew chapter 9. And our thought is fresh wineskins. Those who do not read the Gospels regularly may be puzzled by many things that Jesus said. He often spoke in parables or simple stories, but they had a deep spiritual meaning. A lesson for the ordinary folk who heard him gladly, Mark 12 and verse 37 records, but which the haughty religious leaders had no time for. Their religion was centred on observing the rituals they had developed out of the law of Moses. Much of it went beyond the commands the law contained. They failed to see the spirit of the law, the need to come humbly before God, a lesson the last book of the Old Testament particularly teaches. See Malachi chapter 2, verses 1 to 8 and chapter 3, verses 16 to 18. We read today the words of Jesus that no one puts a piece of unshrunk cloth on an old garment, for the patch tears away from the garment and a worse tear is made. Neither is new wine put into old wineskins. If it is, the skins will burst, and the wine is spilled, and the skins are destroyed. But new wine is put into fresh wineskins, and so both are preserved. Matthew 9, verses 16 and 17. This was a lesson for the disciples of John the Baptist, as well as the scribes and Pharisees. Verse 3 and verse 14 of the chapter. The latter were critical that he ate with tax collectors and sinners. Verse 10. They were critical that the disciples of Jesus did not practice fasting like they did. Indeed, as we read in Matthew chapter 6, verses 16 and 17, some, and he called these hypocrites, even disfigured their faces to exaggerate their fasting. They added to the law to increase the times they could boast of their apparent spirituality. So, what is the lesson of the fresh wineskins? It would be tragic if his teaching was only seen as an extension of the ritual observances their human thinking had created, distorting the laws God gave through Moses. True religion must flow out from a genuine spiritual heart. Much of the New Testament illustrates the endeavour of Christ and the apostles to make this happen. Yet in the centuries that follow, the purity of the new wine has so often been diluted and polluted. We must recapture the purity of the new wine if we are to be wondrously blessed in participating at the return of Jesus in the marriage supper of the Lamb. See Revelation 19 verse 9 as we read last week. But thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, knowing that Word to be a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.